All right, end of the year is fast approaching and New Year's resolutions are coming. Maybe you got some things that you want to change in your life, Lots of people say this is the year that I'm going to get in shape, and that's great. That's a fine thing to do. Actually, even Paul the Apostle tells us that we need to start a exercising program. He says in 1 Timothy 4:7, he says, exercise yourself toward godliness. For bodily exercise profits a little, but godliness is profitable for all things. And so Paul says to Timothy, exercise yourself. Now, this word exercise is actually where we get the word gymnasium or gym. Now, Paul loves athletic analogies. I'm sure Paul loved the Olympic Games. Pictures of the Olympics are riddled through his writings. And so here, Paul, he takes his young protege Timothy into the arena and he says, train yourself, exercise yourself, go to the gym, work out. And so Paul, he's challenging Timothy, hey, are you getting stronger? Interestingly, it's not toward physical strength, but toward godliness. Are you growing? Are you getting stronger? Because listen, maybe you want to be a better leader this year. Maybe you want to be a better teacher this year, but you can't lead unless you can follow. You can't teach unless you can learn. And so, Timothy, be diligent, study. And then what you study, apply to your own life. Because this year, please know, wherever you're at, you're in some sort of leadership, whether as a husband or a wife or a parent, grandma, grandpa, student. Maybe you are teaching Sunday school right now. Well, bulk up. Bulk up in godliness. And so this year, let's grow. Let's let God's loving hands sculpt us and change us. If you're stagnant, or maybe in your spirituality, you're just kind of mouthing it, going through the motions. Listen, you can't give somebody the measles unless you actually got it. So Paul says, Timothy, go to the gym, work out your godliness, exercise yourself, train yourself up in these things. So it's like, hey, you got to have your own private investigation, and then there's got to be the personal application, and then there can actually be a public proclamation. There has to be first private investigators. That's your job. We need to do more than just go Sunday morning, open your Bible, listen to the sermon, and then just drop your Bible in the Lost and Found, and then do what you do all week long, and then next week come back and do the same thing. Go get your Bible from Lost and Found and just get your Sunday morning fix. That's not Christianity. I mean, we can't do that with food and expect ourselves to be well nourished. So yeah, New Year's resolution, start an exercise program. Paul tells us, but make sure that you're exercising yourself toward godliness. Happy New Year.